Hey guys, what's up? I'm sitting in traffic because school's back in, and if I don't leave the house before the sun comes up, we're stuck in traffic. Anyways, so it's about 8 o'clock now. We get to this next property. We don't get to it super early. We can't really mow or do anything there until 8 o'clock. So because of the amount of residents, or it's a condominium complex, so we can't just show up, like butt crack of dawn. So what we're gonna do is go check out what needs to be done today. Probably just gonna have to do some spot mowing, and probably do some cleanup stuff. I have the guys there already. They're starting. I just have them like edging beds and things like that. So usually, this time of year, for us, it's not often that we get as many freezes as we got, and we had the coldest day that we've had in 8 years. So we are gonna go, like last week we didn't mow it. We just did some cleanup stuff and all that, just detail work, going through beds and all that, and just edged everything. So today it looks like we're just gonna be doing some spot mowing, and the frost and the weather destroyed a bunch of the flowers and everything. So we're gonna just go ahead and pull those out, wait till it's optimal time to plant. The arbicola and some other tropical stuff, it ended up burning out, just doing basically frostbite on the plants. So if the weather looks like it's gonna be good over the next couple weeks, I'll probably just go ahead and trim those off today because it looks horrible. It looks really bad. It's just all burnt and brown on the top. So the thing is down here, having the coldest week we've had in 8 years, every so often we have pretty good weather down here as far as the cold, where it'll be in the 20s. A couple days it was like 18, 19 was the real feel in the morning. So you got to be careful down here in these southern states, where it's the hedge work and everything is primarily meant for warmer weather. So trimming these shrubs and plants and opening up the plant, exposing the plant to frost, or exposing the plants to freezing temperatures, is just a really bad idea. I learned the hard way, and back in the day when I started, I would trim some plants and shrubs, and then next thing you know, come springtime, it's getting warm, all of a sudden these huge patches of viburnum and stuff are just dying out, just look like somebody put some voodoo on them or something, man. And they just started dying. And then I learned later through some horticultural research that that's what it was. So basically it's just what's funny is down here we learn a lot of things, and things happen. So like mowing, okay, we just learn a lot of things with different extreme weathers during different times of the year. So I had a series of homes several years ago that it looked, all of a sudden, once it started warming up and we had these really bad freezes, we noticed brown tire marks through all of these properties, and it was bad, dude. It looked so bad. I mean, it straight up looked like you put chemical or gasoline down on the tires and you just rolled over people's lawns. Well, St. Augustine grass, what ended up happening, because the runners grow on top of the ground, not underneath or anything, during these bad freezes, and mowing on them would end up breaking these runners and stressing out the grass. So once it starts warming up, then all of a sudden everything is coming back except for where those tires kept going, and then you just had these brown long tire streaks through the yard, and it looked really bad. It happened to almost every landscaper. It was so bad that a lot of us had to go go do some classes. They had some special classes that came in to help all the landscapers figure out what was going on. So we learned from that, and that was several years ago. So anytime there's a freeze or anything on St. Augustine grass, we just don't mow it. It's just bad for it. And then again, on like the hedges, when you open up these hedges and it temperature drops to 30, 25, 20 degrees, and you're exposing that, that system to that freeze, and it's not used to it, or it's not made for it or designed for it, later on you could have a delayed reaction of like basically root rot, and it just destroying these, you know, sections of these hedges that just aren't able to survive. So anyways, we're gonna go pull up, and I'm gonna go sneak up on the dudes and see what they're doing and get busy. Pachow! Traffic! So we have the giant vac by Skag. This thing has really been kicking some butt. I love that thing. It really knocks out, you know, properties like this. It does a really good job. It just does a really good job blowing places like this. So yeah, this place we have just at 30 acres on this property, and it's on two sides of the neighborhood. So let me go find the guys, because what we're going to do is, you know, concentrate on edging out all these beds really nice. You know, spraying any weeds. You know, there really aren't many weeds out here. Guys have been doing a really good job. I'm out here with them a lot, and when I'm not here, because I'm out doing other stuff, they handle it. And they do a really good job. So he's doing some trimming here, and let's go see who this is. I think this is JC. Is that JC down there? Yeah. All right, we got JC over here. Then we got Jay down there. Jay loves the edger, man. That's like, I think he sleeps with it when he goes to bed. Like, no, I'm not kidding you. Like, Jay loves the edger. Loves it. So anyways, yeah, we're just sharpening up all these beds. We need to restraw all this. This is the other side over here. And we got to take this tree limb out. This tree limb broke last week and came down, but it's still hanging by a thread. So anyway, we need to take that out. But this is across the street. And let's see, that side, I think that side's like 12 acres. And this is about, you know, almost 18 acres over here. Like there's the main road that comes in from there. And this is what we call phase 1. And then this side is what we call phase 2. And this is the bigger side. Of course, you can't get a perspective from right here. So yeah, we're probably just going to spot mow this outer side, because it's grown up just a little bit. And then down here we have Caleb. Caleb's a new guy, man, and he's just doing a really good job. His attitude is right, all that stuff. So let me jump across the street here and you can see what I'm saying. Look at the frost did to all this. Just burn it out. Burn it out. So this is what happens to tropical plants when they are burnt by the frost. So we like to plant tropical plants up here, especially in North Florida. You know, well, all of Florida really. They do much better down south, but this is what happens when we get a freeze zone, and it sucks because, I mean, they'll come back, they'll be fine. You know what I mean? They'll be good, but yeah, these things are like toast right now. Other side isn't as bad though. The other side is, you know, still has a lot of green to it. But yeah, you can see all along the back. All along the back here. They are just burnt. And look. And then there's one that's nice and green still. Nice and variegated. Ooh, the cranium lily was taken out. Look at that. That poor guy. That poor guy is like toast. So yeah, we have to pull out all of these flowers. We're just gonna blow all this stuff out right here, and then what we like to do is drop the deck down to 0, and we mulch it up really good. I mean, like just above the deck dragging on the ground, and it chews all this up to dust, man. So I'm about to break out and do some hedge work, and it's raining, but it's gonna stop in a minute. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and trim all of these. I'm gonna go ahead and trim all of these arbicola because it's supposed to not really be cold for at least a couple weeks, so that'll give it time, you know, to basically like glaze over, you know, grow over. So I'm gonna let the rain stop here, and I'm gonna jump out and get this done. I'm gonna use the HL100s today because the Echo is on the other trailer, and I still have to break those out. I still haven't even broken those out to, like, you know, get down with those yet. So the rain's starting to let up a little bit. I don't think it's going to let up all the way, so I think I just need to wait for a light moment and go ahead and get this done. All right. Yeah, so we're pretty much just getting rained out. So the rain, it came heavy and then it stopped, but we're just going to keep going. We got a little break that's happening right now, so we're not getting totally rained out. Just not going to get as much done as I wanted to get out here today. So we still have the yellow racks. Those things still kick butt. I'm gonna upgrade those and put some green ones in there. I'm gonna end up doing the whole trailer. I'm gonna end up graying out the trailer just like I did the trailer 2. We're gonna end up doing the same thing on trailer 1. But yeah, I think today's just we're gonna end up wrapping this up early. It's just too wet. You know, it's just hard to blow, you know, a property this big when there's just so much water all over the place. But, you know, we need to go through and get all the sidewalks. You know, we'll still try to blow the roads because you know, the Giant Vac does a really good job. So we're probably gonna have them concentrate on that. I went ahead and trimmed up the arbicola up there. It was raining, so I didn't want to take the camera out while it was raining. And we're just gonna try and do as much detail stuff as we can do here today. And that's about it, man. So Caleb, we got a new guy, Caleb, and you know, he's a really good guy, and I'm going to touch on that in a second. You know, kind of my new concept and my new outlook on hiring guys versus the way that I've been doing it. Transport. How you doing, Caleb? Caleb loves the camera.
Comfortable being on camera, Wally.
I know, that's why we're just gonna stare at him oddly.
Yeah, get close up, you know?
We're just gonna look at him.
Looks good, don't it?
We're gonna look at him.
Yep.
So what I want to talk about is I got a new attitude, a new outlook on hiring people. So, you know, we always look for these guys that are really experienced, experience necessary, all this stuff. Not always. I'm just saying, you know, for the most part, we tend to look for the most experienced guy that we can. You know, basically get, you know, our money's worth, you know, as employers. So, but the thing that I've noticed is going through so many guys over the last year, it's just insane. And a lot of these guys end up acting entitled and like, you know, we should be on our hands and knees, you know, that they want to come to work and they want to work and all that. So it's just, I think I finally hit a point where it's a forget that. If you're an experienced guy and you want to show up, you want to do a good job, great. What I'm going after now, though, is it's just a new attitude of hiring. Like this guy, Caleb. Caleb is greenhorn, all right? He's He's very young. He's very, he's done this stuff, and he was very honest. And a lot of these guys just bull crap us, don't they, man? They're just, oh yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, and then oh, how do you start this weed eater? And you're just like, are you kidding me, dude? So Caleb, he's a young dude, and he may not be here next week. He may be, hopefully he is, but just using him as basically he's kind of the first, he signifies like the change of attitude when it comes to hiring guys. So he, was very honest out of the box and just said, hey, I don't have professional experience. I've been in yards since I was young, and this is what my skill set is, and this is what my skill set is not. So, that just changed things for me. So here's where I'm at personally. I, from now on, would rather take a guy who's green and, just take a rookie that may have some experience, even if it's in his own yard, his parents' house, or, whatever. And take the attitude that, the motivation of wanting to learn a skill, a trade, and somebody giving them a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I am on the lookout now for guys that want to do this, that truly want to do it, that don't have that much experience, and train them and shape and mold them. Because it is hard to take guys that know what they're doing and say, this is how we want it done, and have to deal with them not agreeing with it, which at the end of the day, I don't really care if, at the end of the day, I don't care if they like it or not. They have to do it the way I need it done. But I am always open to, oh, well, that is a really cool way to do it, or this and that. I mean, I'm never going to stop learning. I'm always going to learn, because I always want to learn. I don't want to say I know everything. I don't want to say that I'm the best there is, So I have the attitude I do the best I can, and there's always room for improvement, So taking these guys that want to be here, that want to show up every day, and that are eager to learn how to do it, and the better they get, the better they feel, the more motivated they are. I'm going to take that over a 5-year guy who's got an attitude problem. Call me crazy all you want, but you know what? Let's just face it. Like lately, the 5-year guy is not going to show up, and this new guy that's eager, wanting to learn how to do everything, is going to show up. So, I had, like I said, dude, I had just 4 people in 1 week that were experienced and worked for, really reputable companies, and just didn't even show up to the job interview. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. So I'm going to keep that change of attitude and look for guys that have little, some to no experience, but want to learn how to do it and are very eager. And I'd rather take my chances on them from now on than somebody who is arrogant, cocky, and entitled. And I'm not saying all experienced guys are, they're looking for a job, but here's what I noticed down here. If you're really good and you're looking for a job in this field, in this town, you did something to get fired, or you're just, you just don't show up to work. And that's not always true, but I'm finding that. I put out an ad on Craigslist, and I had 27 people message me within the first 2 days. And out of 27 people, I vetted about 18 of them that I would return phone calls to and talk to. And out of 18 of them, only 6 out of 18 responded. 4 did not show up. 1 was, he was okay. We may end up calling him back if we need another guy. And Caleb, out of the 27 people, is the one that we kept. So, and a lot of those guys were 10 years, 5 years, 4 years, after I talked to some bosses and got a hell no on rehires. And one guy got a good referral, but said he had a hard time showing up to work because of his girlfriend. I talked to the dude. He seemed straight. Hey, man, just be a man to man. Just tell me you're not going to show up to work. Just tell me you're not going to show up. Yeah, bro. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got it. I knew it right away when he answered, though, because he sounded like, yeah, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah, my name's Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I got experience, man. I'm good. Just call my old boss. Like, when somebody's on the phone, they sound like they just want to go to sleep. Like, I don't even want to talk to you, man. Anyway, he didn't show up to work the next day. I messaged him back. I said, "You people kill me." Oh, God. All right. Anyway, that's what I'm doing from now on when it comes to hiring guys. Anyways, sorry this wasn't so exciting. I thought we were going to be able to get more stuff, filmed today, but it's just too nasty, man. Peace!